This week's parasha we find the story of Sodom, where Hashem decided that 5 cities, along with all of the people living there, have to be destroyed. Why? Because they were unkind. They weren't tolerable to other people. They weren't giving. That makes them deserving, along with all the other terrible things they were doing. This was the main and the final reason for Hashem destroying them. At the same time, we find Hashem saying about Avinu, I have to tell him about this because he's beloved to me and I have a special relationship with him. And Hashem says, why do I have a special relationship with Avinu? Because he educates his children and teaches his family to be v'shamru Derech Hashem, to be keeping the Derech Hashem. What's the Derech Hashem? La'asos tzedakah u'mishpat, to do tzedakah and justice, to be kind to people, to be giving. And as we know, it's actually a mitzvah of halachta b'drachav, to go in the ways of Hashem. Just like Hashem is giving, we should be giving, we should be kind. The Baal Tanya teaches us a deeper dimension in why tzedakah is such a great mitzvah, that in fact, in the Yerushalmi, tzedakah is called the mitzvah. Tzedakah it personifies mitzvahs as a whole. The Baal Tanya explains that Hashem created the world. He made us feel selfish. He made us feel like a yesh. It's all about me. We're self-centered. What's in it for me? And we're born very selfish. All we can think of, we see the world through a lens of self. And our work in this world is to try and become less self-centered, less living with the ego, but seeing that the world isn't about me so much. It's about, there's a oneness. There's more to the world than my needs. And even if I worked really hard for my money, and I'm passionate about having my money, I've got what to spend it for, but I can give it to someone else. And that this extends further than just tzedakah. If someone told me something, really offended me, really said something not nice, and I've got something to say back, really good line, but we hold back, even though really it doesn't make sense. Why should we not say what we have to say? Because we believe there's a bigger battle to be won. It's not about right here, right now, me and you. We're trying to make the world a more godly place. We're trying to make the world a more one, a place of oneness, a place of Hashem, because Hashem is one. And the way to make oneness in the world is by being less full of ourselves and making space in ourselves for others. And that is actually making space in ourselves for Hashem. So to be on the Derech Hashem is to be kind to other people. To not see the world as just serving me. As the line goes, don't ask what others can do for me, ask what you can do for others. And really that is the epitome of all mitzvahs. Some mitzvahs we can do and we'll forget that the reason is for an ulterior motive. We sometimes do mitzvahs because we feel better that way, or because we want to be closer to Hashem. With other mitzvahs, sometimes it's easier to forget that we're doing it for Hashem. Ironically, but when it's for doing it for someone else, we're actually giving away from our ego. We're breaking our ego, and we're letting in Hashem, which essentially means we're getting in touch with our deeper selves, with our self that's inclusive with all of nature, that's one with reality. So Sodom were exclusive. They had their club. If you weren't part of the club, you weren't welcome. Our job is to be v'shamru Derech Hashem, to be inclusive, to be loving, to be accepting, to do a favor for someone else, even if we really don't want to. We have a good lashon hara to say about someone, and you really enjoy saying it, but no. It's not about me, it's about oneness and keeping the peace. And that's why Chazal say, Ein Yisrael Nigolin Elo B'Tzedakah. And this is not only talking about Gula Shlema, which we want, B'mheira, it's also talking about the personal Gula. because we're redeemed from our own ego and distracting self, and we're able to get in touch with our deeper, more meaningful self through tzedakah, through acts of kindness, through shifting our paradigms of the world. Because we know we're happier with people around us. We're happier where there's peace and harmony. People are sad when they're lonely. It's gullus to be separate and egotistical. So let us try and work on becoming one with everyone else, with ourselves, making peace and harmony around us. And let's try and be on the Derech. Let's try and follow the Derech Hashem. And the Derech Hashem means to bring Hashem into the world. It's the Derech, how Hashem comes into the world. Like a Derech is a path that we can go from one place to another. Tzedakah and kindness is the Derech for Hashem to come into this world. So we should keep on doing kindness and keep on being loving and giving, and that way Hashem will finally reveal himself fully in this world, and the world will become a fully godly place. B'mheira v'yameinu. Good Shabbos.